Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Pat the 60. Pat the 60.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves. Ready, ready?
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
From the gun on 3rd down, Carter. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
That's to his running back, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Throwing now is Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. When you talk about this Jets defense, they are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
We know it's only week 1, but the results are pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try to find a way to win.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 3rd and 4.
Loss of 2 brings up 3rd and 4.
70 Timberwolves.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. No return, but it goes down. It's just a punt of 31 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out when they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Play action. Now it's Allen. Jones goes diving, and he's got it. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And, you know, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your
concrete.
That explains your toughness right there because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Called it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
5 wide.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Reyes. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He finds his man complete. It's McCormick. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. When you talk about this Jets defense, and they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
That quick throw there is incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
56, 50.
Here's Allen to throw it. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And his kick is good. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go. Bronco 80.
Carter now throwing to start the drive. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Diaz. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Come on, come on. Hey, hey.
Off the play fake. Carter. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 71 yards. And the Jets are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of this drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
2nd down and 8. To the air, Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Let's go now.
And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
They'll run with Hall. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Carter. Complete to Amaro on the right side. So 8 yards on the completion there. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
They'll give to Hall. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Go! Johnny Lions! Ready, ready.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And a quick throw here that's complete. Call it a gain of a yard. And it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And if it was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt. But with the rain, they're going to go for it on 4th down.
19 Tiger.
They'll go for it. It's Hall. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And that will force a turnover on downs. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. To throw, it's Allen. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Allen now looks to throw. And he's got this down to the 35. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
First down, Buffalo.
Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds the 30.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
He finds his man, complete. It's Diaz. That's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 27-yard line.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, right back to Hall. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 30.
Looking to throw. Carter. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Back to throw. Carter. His pass out wide to Hall. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Not Cougar 19. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Operating from the gun. Carter. Now he'll tuck this and run. He finds his man, complete. That's Diaz. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Now a 2nd and 2. Panther 11.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And the half will begin with a touchback.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in to Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Jets come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. A dangerous return man showing it here. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
On play action, Allen. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Caught that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings that fourth down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A great return there of 22 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes it's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Hall again on second down.
Big seam, and he might go all the way. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. 107 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jets add 6 to their lead. Now the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Allen going to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Second and 7. At the 42-yard line.
Now Allen. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And again, it's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. 31 yards on the punt there.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And taken right at the 35. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Allen. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Final minute now, the third quarter.
Brings up second and 9.
On second and 9, Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Bills are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Now Carter throwing to start the drive. On the out route, he completes it to Hall. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's Carter from the gun on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Paul want to give up the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 22 and a first down.
That's another Jets first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Okay, break.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Ready.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's first and 10. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
From the gun on third down, Carter throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hall. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Looking to throw. Carter. Touchdown, Jets. From 4 yards out. And the Jets are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. He finds his man, complete. That's McCormick. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
One final try here for Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Oh, that is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Now Allen again. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Reyes. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Now the first carry here for the running back.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jets will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
And still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen. Out route. He finds his man. It's Jones. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
to throw. Allen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands to get back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Here's Hall again. And he'll go down shy of 40 at the 41. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
Cougar 19.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
That check down complete to Hall.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, this from 46.
Bates' kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now Allen.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4th-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
4th down, 10 yards to go. Allen. That is caught.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
To throw is Allen. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Throwing, Allen.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
The left side completion to Jones. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 30.
A gain of 14.
Throwing is Allen.
And he's going to be taken down there. A sack back at the 32.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Now Allen.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
This feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Here's Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 10.
Allen.
Bills 1st down.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there.
And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. But probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
Yeah, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Jets, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.